Hey there guys, Next Strike here, back again for another video, and I'm finally getting into my Injustice Gods Among Us sequel series slash experiment that I'm going to be conducting, where I go over essentially what characters I want or could think have a chance to be into the sequel of the popular game Injustice Gods Among Us, and I think there's a potential for a really awesome list of characters in this game, since really the first game got a lot of the more or less essential characters of the DC universe. I think this one could go for some of the more popular ones that weren't in that game, and it could really stretch and go for some really, I guess you could say, outlandish ones and just really awesome ones as well. And with this list, I'm just going to be I'm going to go off of the list that I've already made, but I'm also going to go past that, and this is going to come out once a week, somewhere between Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's not going to have like an exact day, because usually I like to upload every like 2-3 days and 7 days a week, so that's going to mess everything up. And no, the logo, I didn't make it, I just found it on the internet and used it, so it's not mine. I'm not claiming it is. So without further ado, let's jump into this, and I hope you guys if you guys like this series, make sure to thumbs it up, and you guys can feel free to share any thoughts you have on what I say in the video, or just any characters that you guys want in the Injustice sequel. So Superboy is the first character that I think would be really awesome to have in the sequel. And a lot of people, when they think of new characters, they don't really want characters they think would be clones, or what they would call clones. Well, Superboy wouldn't really be that, because even if the characters are similar, like power-wise or whatever, the game creators and developers would find a way to make them vastly different play-wise. So if Superboy and Supergirl and Superman were all in the same game, I wouldn't really be worried about them playing the exact same, because I just don't think that would be possible. Just with the Mortal Kombat creators, they always do a very good job making the characters play vastly different, and with Mortal Kombat X, each character having different variations, I think that's awesome in itself, and applying that to Injustice and whatever else they decide to do, I think they're really talented, to say the least. So I think that Superboy being in the game is not going to be an issue. He doesn't have the ability to fly, and he doesn't have heat vision and other things. Of course, I'm going off of the Young Justice version, which is the Superboy that I know, and I really do like that Superboy. I think he's really cool. So that's the Superboy that I would want in the game. Of course, there's been several different versions of the character throughout his existence in DC, but I think that's a lot of people's favorite, especially because of the Young Justice cartoon, which was very successful and popular. As far as how he would fit into the story, there's several angles they could play. He could be in the Young Justice or Teen Titans, or some sort of resurgence, with the younger aged kids or young adults, whatever you want to call it. Basically a role where he's in a younger group, not the Justice League. Or it could be an interesting twist if he helped break Superman out of prison with Supergirl and the other Kryptonians, and he was evil. I think that would be interesting. So, they could play it several different ways. He could also just be from the normal universe that came in and saved everything from the Injustice universe. Who knows? They could do it any way they wanted, and it would be really cool. But I do think having some younger characters in this game, and not just the Justice League aged, veteran heroes, would be really awesome. And as far as costumes go, I think he could have several pretty cool costume variations. I think they could do the 90s one where, he had the really terrible costume design, which would be funny if he did have that in the game. I think they could even do the one from Crisis on Infinite Earths. I think that's the right one, right? The right Crisis, where he looks more or less like Superman. They could you know, obviously do the Young Justice looking one that was also in Teen Titans and several other things. And they could do the New 52 costume. I think all of those would be pretty cool. New 52 is the one that I showed my picture, if you guys wanted to know what he looked like. More or less just a red and black sort of costume. So, yeah. But yeah, anyway, I think that's all I had for on this video. So if you guys can thumbs it up, it'd be really awesome. Share it around. Subscribe if you want more, because like I said, I'm going to be trying to make these videos every week consistently if I can. I'm going to really try on that. I'm going to try and get really far ahead on that, so that if I have a busy week, you know, these videos still come out, and I'm hoping you guys like them. So, yeah, comment below, let me know your thoughts, and I will catch you guys later.